Uh, I've overdosed 5 times.
Mm. I want y'all to hear I hit the button for a reason. This man said he overdosed 5 times. We talking about a deacon in church with a pastor. He's from a lineage of legends that are singing legends in the city of Detroit. He overdosed 5 times.
Yeah.
Five. You understand what that means, right? He left his body 5 times dealing with drugs. And I know people right now who are dealing with this same thing. Narcan, please, if your friends use opioids or have anything, please keep Narcan on you or with you. It is so imperative. We cannot control who God calls us to in their lives, right? Mm-hmm. But to be a real friend, you have to be prepared. Get your Narcan, right? If you have friends who are addicted, it's just like, to me, I feel like I ride around with them in my truck. You know what I mean? I got homies. I go to the hood. They pop pills, all kind of stuff. It's just a part of who I am at this point in my life to be able to carry those utensils. You know what I'm saying? So always have Narcan. You know what I mean? If nothing else, get Narcan. 2 or 3 of them. If your friend is a larger user. You know, if they like to do perk 30s and all that kind of stuff, I'm just speaking it out there. I'm not even
just real.
I want you to have 2 or 3. Every 10 milligrams of opioid, you need 1 thing of Narcan. Okay. So if it's perk 30, they need 3 of them just to make sure they back, you know? So again, go ahead. Talk to me about your, go ahead. I know I cut you off, but right there, I need to say what I need to say. 5 times you OD while being in church. I don't never want to lose sight that he never lost faith in God while going through this battle. He was still in church 5 times. Talk to me about it over 35 years. Do you think he tried to get your attention one of those times?
Yeah. I believe he was getting my attention each one of them times. But the problem is a lot of people say, well, why ain't you just quit? Why ain't you just quit? It's
easier said than done.
Like it was like I can just go over there and turn the light switch off. A lot of people fail to realize that we suffer with this thing called a disease of addiction.
Yes, it is a disease.
A lot of people don't believe it's a disease. Nope. And I'm not really going to get off into it now. You know what I mean?
But I don't want to roll past it because while you're there, okay, I want to talk about this because you are a person who has experienced this, right? Mm-hmm. You have a census of people who believe that Sublocade, Suboxone, and all of those things, and MATs, right, which help with opioid disorder, right, is giving them the drug still and still slowly giving them the dosage because they don't understand what it does medically for them to be able to wing them off, right?
Right.
Now, I know the best way is always old school cold turkey.
Right.
Right? That is the easiest way to be able to do it. Well, not the easiest, but it is the way that we know, right? Old school.
Right.
But they do have new medication. Where are you on that side of opioid addiction?
Some people need medical assistant treatment.
They do.
Some people do.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some people that say, well, you know what? I'm not using heroin no more.
Mm-hmm.
But what I can do is I can take these Sublocades and still get 75% of the same effect.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
And what has happened is they has not really made up in their mind that I really want to stop using.
Mm-hmm. So what do you say for the people who, because you said earlier, right, it gets in your bones. So the people who it's literally in their bones, right, and they need to wing off or titrate off, right? What do you say for those people? I'm not talking about the ones who abuse MATs because with anything there's abuse, right? So there are going to be people who abuse MATs, but for the people who truly use MATs the correct way, right? Do you think that do you think to titrate off of that? Do you think that it is something? Do you think it's actually works? You know what I mean, for them?
It can. Watch this. I went in treatment.
Mm-hmm.
My mind was made up that I didn't want to use no more. They gave me Suboxone.
Get into it.
Started me off at 8 milligrams.
That's a strong dose.
And I said, you know what? I can't afford to get hooked on nothing else. But I didn't want to be dope sick neither.
Nah, yeah.
I didn't.
Nah.
So I took the 8 milligrams,
cut it in half,
and do myself.
Yeah.
And I took the half just not to be dope sick.
Yeah.
And then what I did is I played it on out. I didn't get dope sick, but I was being mentally challenged. So I said, no, I'm going to fight this one out.
Yeah, let me tell you about that. So I'm put a pin where you at, okay? And for all the people who be in our comments talking about, okay, that y'all think that we overtalk our guests and that, we don't let them cook per se. You should understand that you are privy to a conversation that we are having. This isn't a setup for you to get the best of. We are having a conversation. Sometimes black men cut each other off. Sometimes black people talk. This is how we talk. Okay. So before you hop in the comments saying, oh, I wish you let them talk more. If I got a question, I'm going to ask just like I would my uncle. Because this is a conversation that you're privy to watching. We do respect you guys. We love you. We know that we are not without you guys. But I want you to understand the concept of the Cobain Report. Okay. So it's a conversation that you guys are watching. We are not a TV show. We are having real dialogue. And sometimes it get a little like that. All right. So I'm going to cut my uncle off because this subject, this right here, this thing to me means something to me. Okay. So I don't want y'all to think it's disrespect. I don't want y'all to think that I'm over talking him. I do see the comments. I don't comment back because I know better than that. But it's a conversation that you guys are privy to watch. Okay. So start there. But anyway, right?
Yes,
sometimes you got to clean it up a little bit, right? So I have watched people in the program that we run overdo their meds, right? To the point to where they're nodding out in class. They're not, fully participating in class. And the one thing that you said is about cutting scripts in half, right? What I find is the clients that come in who say, I want to get my dose split. Those are the ones who potentially make it a lot quicker than the ones who come in like, nah, I want my full dose. And then they add a dose, right? I had one lady come in, she started at 1 sub and ended up at 3. Just leaving because she wasn't programming.
Right.
She's just doping while she's in the program to make it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. So when you say you self cut your dose in half, that lets me know a lot about you as a human, as in this SUD thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's mental. It's a lot. It's more mental than it. Once it gets into your bones, yes. But just like anything else, right? Once you get an eating addiction, that's in your bones too.
Yeah.
It's all about your brain and how hard you want to work to get off of it or to do what you need to do for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with you cutting it in half, walk me down. What was your breaking point? What was the point where you feel like you were over it? You were over the titrate. You were over it all. What was the point for you?
I did in treatment itself. I did 89 days.
90-day program.
In treatment. I did 89 days in treatment.
Right.
By the 40th, about the 40th, anywhere between 40 and 50 days, I didn't need nothing. I didn't need nothing. I was just dealing with the mental aspect now. Let me deal with this part, right? And from that point there, I was just off and running. Now, what I didn't know is,
come on.
I didn't know what recovery was.
That's different.